a lot here that you definitely, if you're coming to Kyoto, you want to hear, because I'm telling you the truth. No champagne filters here, baby. I'm telling you straight up what's going on. Ooh, girl, it's late. I think it's almost 9 o'clock. It was a wonderful day today. We did the Sagano Romantic Train, the Hozugawa Riverboat Ride, the Fukuda Art Museum, and then we did a dinner at a teppanyaki. Hope I'm saying that right. And then a geisha show. I'll go down the line. Thing to know about Kyoto that I did not find in my research from other travel writers, and I don't appreciate it, is that all the things that you want to see, all the things that they hype are in the four corners of Kyoto. Kyoto is huge and it's spread out and it's massive, and you have these areas, these pockets of where all these things are. And Arashiyama, where they have the bamboo forest, they have the monkeys, that's where the Sagano Romantic Train is. It's in that area. That is 35 minutes away from the Hyatt Regency by taxi. If you wanted to walk, 2 hours and 40 minutes. If you wanted to do a bus, because that's another thing about Kyoto, is that they don't have this complex subway system like Osaka and like Tokyo. You gotta rely on a patchwork of buses, and you gotta hope and pray that bus comes on time. You know what taking a bus is like. It's not that different from here. And so if we were to take a bus, it'd take like over an hour to get to Arashiyama. So we took a cab, and the cabs aren't cheap. It was like 50 to 100 yen, which came out to a lot of money in American USD, like, I don't know, 30 something dollars, something like that. Go Taxi is the app that you want to use. Do yourself a favor and download the app Go Taxi. I'm not paid by them. I started using them in Kyoto, and oh my God, it saved my life. I love Go Taxi. It's really easy to use. Here's another thing that nobody's gonna tell you about. There are 2 Arashiyama stations. 2. There's Arashiyama train station, and then there's Arashiyama Sagano or Saga train station. I picked the wrong one on Go Taxi. Here's what I love about Go Taxi. They let you change the destination midway into the drive. As soon as I realized we were going to the wrong Arashiyama train station, I changed it to the right one, and I didn't have to converse with the driver because I don't speak Japanese, and his English, very little. Having to change it through the app saved the day. So he just drove right past the original destination, knew to just keep driving into the JR Arashiyama Sagano train station. It was great. Also, all of those places in Arashiyama are really far apart too. You want to walk to the bamboo forest? You're gonna walk from the train station if you're coming from there. You want to go to the kimono forest? You're gonna walk. You want to go to the monkey park? You're gonna walk. You want to go to that shrine that's there? You're gonna walk. You're gonna walk. It's further than you think. They're not all like right up next to each other. Like you're gonna have to give yourself a lot of time to just travel around Kyoto to get to all these different places, because they're scattered in the four corners and nobody talks about that. I heard one influencer was like, just do the loop bus. But it's like, doing the loop bus, like you gotta catch it first. And then once you catch it, you gotta walk. That's what Kyoto means in English. You gotta walk. Because I guess the people who were founding this are like, let's make people walk. Which brings me to my second point about the heat. Heat in June is no joke. This place sizzles like a spit. We get on the Sagano Romantic Train and it's packed. Obviously it's packed because it's a tourist thing. It's hot, you're sweating, everything, you're just dripping with sweat. They open the windows and then sure enough as the train leaves, the breeze kind of blows into it because it's the train moving. So you're like, oh my God. It doesn't really matter which side of the train you sit on. Both sides get views of the river, so don't freak out if you're like on the left side or you're on the right side. I think the right side, if I'm the conductor of the train, the right side is the one that gets a little bit more river time. It comes later in the train ride. Whereas if you're on the conductor's left, you get a river time straight up, like at the very beginning. The train ride is like 25 minutes. I mean, it's busy. There's like hustle and bustle, people coming in and crowded. So factor that in if you don't like people. We get to the end, we get out, and this was what was unclear to me. Like, how do we get to the boat place? My assumption was that the boat place was right next door. I bought the Sagano tickets in advance, and I bought the boat tickets in advance, and I bought them on Klook. the Klook app. I'm not sponsored by them. I reread those tickets over and over and over again. Not one of them, they tell you where to go, but it's not clear. We exit the train station, we come just right outside, and outside there's a tourist office. Tourist info office. When you see those tourist info places, go to them. They give you everything that you need to know. You are most likely the millionth person that's had the same millionth questions that I have and that people behind you will have, and that's why they're there. They're there to answer all of them. She comes in, she looks, she's like, oh, you're gonna wanna take the bus. There's a bus from the train station, the Sagano Romantic Train, that corresponds to the delivery time. So when your train comes in, like ours came in at 11:30, there is a bus to leave at 11:35. And that bus takes you to the boat people, where you can then catch your boat. I was scared when I looked at the times, because the times were really tight. Like the train drops you off at 11:25 or something like that. And the boat taking off at 11:35. Oh, the bus, you have to pay. You can use your IC card, or it's like 350 yen. Because the times are so tight, I didn't want to miss it. I didn't want to mess with it, so I was like, let me book the 1 o'clock boat. So we were there for an hour and a half, and that was fine. Other than the fact that it was hot, like it was like 107 degrees hot. But they had like lunch stands where you could buy stuff and you could sit outside. They had like tarps, covered areas. We had some like fried chicken and we just ate it and went back up into the train station, which had refrigerated cold air. It was packed because it's full of people waiting for that 1 o'clock bus, right? So we waited and it's fine. They have restrooms, everything's cool. Get on the bus and we get on the boat. It's all very well organized. You just follow the line, you do what you're told, you get a ticket, you let them scan your barcode if you bought it on Klook. It's all easy. They give you a number, they call your number, and you get on the boat. You get a life vest. The boat has like a covered tarp roof, which is a godsend. You need that in this heat. You sit down and then you're off. The pros of the train, you get to see nature. We got to see the bamboo forest from the train, so it's like, okay, we don't need to go in there because there's no time. But I was like, that's fine. We get to see nature in its raw form in the Kyoto area, and that's something I really appreciated. The trees are so verdant and green and lush, beautiful. See the river from the train, and the people on the boat are waving to you, hey baby. We're looking down that river, and it's looking pretty shallow. Pretty skimpy in some places, like more a creek and less a river. I'm like, is this boat? Are we gonna have an accident? Is this boat gonna clear? It was kind of scary. When we get in the boat, we got to those places and we had like this much clearance between certain rocks and certain places, but they got us through. The boat crew are hilarious guys, super funny. Working there, you know what's off. These dudes are like one arming up, hard work in the sun. That sun was killer. The pros of the boat tour is that you're just surrounded by this really beautiful scenic place. These trees, these gorgeous trees. They have maples, they have Japanese cypress. You get to see some beautiful birds too. If you like aquatic fowl, we saw ducks, we saw white herons, cormorants, like black and white herons as well. Turtles, beautiful stuff. The downside are the spacing of the seats. The seats themselves, where you put your tush on, are really narrow. Maybe the appropriate size for children. That's how narrow. So it's really uncomfortable in that regard because you're there for like an hour and a half. That space where your quad and your knee bends to the person in front of you, that space is really short too. It's like airline seats, but like even less. That gets really uncomfortable very quickly. If you're tall, I'm not even tall, and I'm not that fat, they really pack you in there. In the summer, it's brutal. I thought that I'm like, okay, it was hot, we were like sweltering under the tarp roof, but I'm like, okay, once we get going, there's gonna be a river breeze that's gonna come in and just like cool us down. No. Like 80% of it, there was no breeze anywhere. You were just like dying. Is this how I'm gonna end? My clothes were puddling and pooling because they were so sweaty. And that's the truth. I'm not exaggerating. It's not hyperbole. I would definitely recommend the train ride and the riverboat cruise if you're going in the fall. After September 20th, totally fine. I would not do it anytime in June. I would not do it in July. I would not do it in August. It's just, and September, most of September. It's just so unbelievably hot and uncomfortable. You're compressed in there and you can't move, and it's like there's no breeze, there's no ventilation. The breezes came once in a while. Like they came and they would blow things out just enough to keep us alive again, and you know, not hallucinate, not come in and out of consciousness. We got to the end, and what's great is that you're in the Arashiyama area. From there, we went to the Fukuda Museum. It's an art museum that showcases contemporary, modern, and Japanese art, and they had the most amazing exhibition showcasing a local artist by the name of Konoshima Okoku. I got his book. I was blown away by his work. Oh my God, if you're into manga, if you're into anime, you have to study Japanese art because he's an artist that was paving the road for animators. Japan has this love affair with animation, and there's reasons why. If you go back all the way back to the Edo period, you see their work, their wood carving, their wood blocks, their stamps, their illustrations. They were into it for like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. This is an art form for them that goes way back. There's a lot of reverence and honor and dignity in this work, and it's taken very seriously here. And Okoku is one of these artists that just kind of blew me away. His renderings and depictions of animals in particular, he gave so much vitality and animism and life to these depictions of animals that really has set him apart. I've not seen a Japanese artist quite like him and what he can do with that. And biography was a little unclear. He was a big time recluse, but he also had a cult of devotees. Like, which is that? You wanted to be alone, or you were having some art colony where you were the leader? Like, which one? Who's to say? I don't know. Sad thing though, he was hit by a train. He was out picking mushrooms with his devotees. A train just came and like hit him. I mean, that of course lends so many questions too. The Japanese like to speak in euphemisms. They don't like to be direct with certain things that might be embarrassing. So I don't know if that's a euphemism for saying that maybe he just stayed in front of a moving train or what, or if it really was like this unexpected, I don't know. It was unclear. It's sad because we all lost a major talent, but his work survives and it's at the Fukuda Art Museum. I definitely recommend it. This guy really inspired me. After that, we went back to the hotel and then we went to dinner at this place at the Teppanyaki, a mom and pop teppanyaki, amazing place. I'll have it in the link. Right across from the Geisha show that we were going to, the Gion Corner Keomai dance performance. We had the teppanyaki, we had the yorisoba, the noodles, the grilled noodles with some beef. It was just so good, so good. Everything in Japan is so good, delicious. Domo, psycho. So good, so good. So we ate that. Beautiful mom pop place. Pop was grilling, mom was serving. They were so sweet, so kind, so nice. Loved that. And then we walked over to the Keomai dance performance, which wasn't just geisha dancing. It was a lot of other old Kyoto inspired art and performance. So we saw flower arrangement performance. We saw like these women playing this stringed instrument. I forget what it's called. I'm so sorry, but it's like late at night. My brain is like, no, be nice to me. And we saw a variety of other performances, and it blows your mind how this culture devotes itself to the expression of dance, of theater, of performance art, and how they pour their heart and their soul into it, and it's taken so seriously, and I absolutely love that. I'm here for it. There's so much about Japan that I just absolutely love, and the deeper I get into it, the more of it I understand intuitively, and the more of it I absolutely love. Of course, I'm always going to be an outsider, so I'll never quite penetrate the culture in a way that a native Japanese person would be able to, but what I am discovering I absolutely love. So I didn't realize at this performance that you can buy a tea ceremony and a sweet treat with the tickets, but what I didn't realize, because I have ADHD, and when I order the tickets in advance online, it was only showing me 2 seats, and I'm like, oh God, this whole place must be sold out. What I didn't realize is that those are the only 2 seats that are given a tea ceremony, a sweet treat. So we get to the box office, it's just like, oh, come this way. They put this like red lanyard on us, and we have these special seats that I didn't realize I had booked. They're doing a tea ceremony for everybody to see, and then they come and they just serve us. And there's like an entire, like several rows, I don't know, like 20 rows. It's like a theater. Everybody's like, why are they getting tea? It was really cool. And because we had already done a tea ceremony in Kanazawa, we kind of had to just knew what to do. We knew to like grab the tea from the right hand and rest it on the left palm, and then you turn it clockwise twice, and you have to bow, and we knew all that. So it was good, it was cool, it was just a great experience. And then from the Gion Theater, we walked back to the hotel, which was about a 30-minute walk, which is fine, you know. It was great, you know, and I love getting to see Kyoto at night too, but that's the thing about Kyoto too, is that there's so many different spaces and places to check out. And one of the things that I've made peace with is that I'm not gonna be able to see everything. We're here for 3 days, 3 nights. I'm not gonna be able to see a fraction of all the stuff that influencers are posting about everything, and that's okay. I'm really happy with the things that we did today. We got to experience a wide range of Kyoto and have a beautiful taste of the city in a variety of different ways. We saw nature. We got to experience one of Kyoto's great artists, visual artists. We got to experience the performance arts at night. We got to experience some homemade cooking and this wonderful mom and pop teppanyaki. I mean, you can't ask for more. You're just being greedy if you ask for more. We got it all. So my cup is full. I'm really grateful about how Kyoto is really just coming together, this beautiful place. The trip is sad. Now it feels like the trip is starting to shift, and you can feel like, oh, we're getting to the end. So I'm kind of sad. Japan's a great nation. I'm loving this place. Highly recommend this country.
So here, clockwise. Then your door comes from here. This is slippery. You need to hold one person, okay?
Oh my goodness, last night in Kyoto, today is day 12 in Kyoto. We woke up, had some breakfast down at the hotel because it's included with the package. I love the Hyatt Regency. If you're here in Kyoto, definitely give the Hyatt Regency Kyoto a try. Oh my God, it is such a great place. These little geisha candies that the hotel gave me, you know, like a welcome letter when you're staying. Like, welcome, please accept this gift on behalf of the hotel. We love you. These are the candies. They look like they're hard jawbreakers, but they're not. They're soft. They're like little beads of cotton candy. It tastes really good. We left here at around 8:15. We took a Go Taxi. Go Taxis have been the all-star. I cannot tell you how much I love Go Taxi. Go Taxi, the app Go Taxi that's primarily used in Japan, it is so much better than Uber. You place an order and the taxi is like right there in 2 minutes. These guys are like fast, like the lightning. He takes us to, it's the main park in Kyoto, Kyoto Sento Imperial Palace. And I misread the reservations that we had. We had reservations for 9:30 and we got there at 8:30. He's like, come back at 9:10. I was like, okay. It's this huge park. It's kind of like Kyoto's Grand Central Park. So we just walked the grounds, but this was like 8:30 in the morning. It was already really hot, so hot. So we were like walking through like the wooded, shaded areas. 9:15 came around and I wasn't sure how the thing worked. You had to have reservations, which I made. I made those reservations, like they only opened it up for like a certain window. Like if you're going in June or July, it opens up in June 1st. Like they give you like a month window. You can't book any earlier. And I knew ChatGPT told me you want to actually, the minute it opens up in Japan time is when you want to go online and you want to sign up and place your reservation. And that's what I did. And so I got the invite. I was able to get it but there was people going, seeing if they could get in, and you can't. It's a very set amount of people that they allow in. So this is a really tough invite to get, which I didn't realize, and we got it. So that was great. We get to the Welcome Center. What I didn't know, I thought it was just like time entrances, like basically it's self-guided. I thought that's what it was, but it wasn't. It was actually a guided tour with just a set amount of people. There must have been like maybe no more than 8 people in our group. You get these private tours of Sento Imperial Palace. It was amazing. You don't get to go into the main keep at all. You don't get to go into the main house. But we walked through the entire garden. This garden is so beautiful. Beautiful lakes. We saw a great white heron. Really gorgeous, tranquil, peaceful spaces. And it was early in the morning, but even despite it being really early, it was so hot. I mean, I was just dripping with sweat by the time we finished it. It was just, again, another blazing hot day. And this is the thing about Kyoto that I think is really important to share. Kyoto is an outdoor city. So a lot of the things that as a tourist you want to go and visit and see, you're doing it all outdoors. Whether it's a bamboo forest, whether it's shrines, whether it's that monkey park, the Sagano Romantic Train, the river tour, just walking from this place to that place, walking in Gion, walking in the historic districts, it's all outdoor. There's museums here. You can definitely spend your time inside the museums during crazy hot weather, you know, like summer, or really cold winters like in December and January. But the Kyoto Museum right across the street from the Grand Hyatt is closed, not to reopen until like when we're gone. So that's really important. You have to remember with Kyoto, if you're visiting Kyoto, you have to keep in mind what the weather is. It is so weather dependent, because if you come during really tough times like right now, it's hard. There's only so much you're gonna be able to do in that heat before you're like, you know what, I need to tap out. We need to get back to the hotel. We need to kind of just rehydrate. We need maybe a fresh pair of clothes because the ones that we're in are soaking wet. Kyoto has two royal palaces in that same park. They have Kyoto Sento Imperial Palace and they have Kyoto Imperial Palace. The Kyoto Imperial Palace, you don't need an invitation to. You can just walk right in and go and tour the grounds. We were so hot at that point and we were really kind of just so uncomfortable because we had been there since 8:30. It was about 10:30. So we were like, let's just go back to the hotel. Let's change our clothes. Let's have a cold shower and get ready for the next thing that we had to go to. And that's what we did, and I don't regret it. I would have loved to have seen the Imperial Palace, the other one, but again, weather just dictated the terms and conditions, and we could only give so much time in that heat before, you know, collapsing, which is a real thing. There's been news reports, people have been dying due to these sunstrokes, and I get it. It's just so brutal. Everything here is concrete and stone, and it all heats up really quick, and it radiates heat back up into you, and then that sun hits you, and it's just like the way the sun hits in Japan is so different than the US. The name, the land of the rising sun, it's not hyperbole. There's something really intense about the sun here. The sun comes up at around 4:30 in the morning in the summer, and it's weird. It goes down early, like around 7, but it's up at 4:30. You wake up and it's around 6 o'clock, and you think, oh my God, I've slept the day away. It's like, it feels like it's 2 in the afternoon, but it's so strong by 6 o'clock in the morning. So just be warned. We take a shower, we get ready, because we have to go to this place called the Ramen Factory. We get to the Ramen Factory and we have the best time. It's a ramen cooking class that I got off of Expedia at this place called the Ramen Factory. This fantastic instructor, her name was Akemi. She was so sweet and so nice. The entire staff there was so sweet and so nice. They have 2 different cooking classes, one a morning class and an afternoon class. We did the afternoon class because we did the Imperial Palace in the morning, and that was so much fun, and it was exactly what I needed, you know, because I just didn't want to be outside, but I was kind of like getting fatigued from museum, so getting to like cook something and have a laugh. Kemi was so much fun. She explained the history of ramen, and we all kind of like conversed on a personal level, you know. She shared a little bit about her life. It was so nice to just connect to locals. I love connecting to folks who live and breathe and exist as citizens of that city as opposed to tourists. It's just such a wonderful experience. It was as wonderful making the ramen as it was engaging with her and just kind of like learning about her life and learning about where she's at. And then on top of it, making ramen, you know, and making ramen, it was such an easy and fun course. You don't have to be a cook. You don't have to be a chef. They guide you through it in a very easy way. They take care of a lot of the important steps for you. You're just kind of focused on making the dough and making the noodles and using this really cool machine that makes the noodles. It's all so easy and it's so fun, and then best of all, it's so delicious. You get to eat what you make at the end of it, and you also get a little souvenir that you can pick from. They have a bunch of different souvenirs that you can choose, like a bowl, chopsticks, and they're all really nice, high-end stuff. It was wonderful. So if you're looking to make things a little bit different, you're looking to get out of the tourist traps, I highly recommend this experience. We ate our ramen and we said our goodbyes, and then we decided, like, let's just go back to the hotel because it was, again, just so hot. And we're kind of running out of steam here. Get back to the hotel, and then we remember the hotel had a performance with Maiko, which they're kind of like geishas in training. She performed in the Hyatt Regency has a small venue space in their B1 level. It was beautiful. She performed. It was a really beautiful dance. It was very similar to what we saw the night before from a different Maiko. Everybody was talking, and then she comes out, and then a hush falls upon the room. She walks to the stage with the tatami mats. Very quick, lasted like all of maybe 10 minutes, not even that. And then afterwards, she made herself available for people to take pictures with her. I thought that was a very beautiful, kind gesture. We went upstairs to eat at the Trattoria, the Italian place. We were trying to find a place nearby, and this is also the thing about like the restaurants in Kyoto, they only seem to be open for like 2 hours. Like you gotta come in between the like 6 and 8. And even when you come in at 7:30 or 7, they get really like, oh, like you need to be you need to be speedy. Like please hurry and eat fast, okay? It's like, okay. We don't sit around and like linger and talk. Like as soon as we get our food, we go, we eat and go. If you've ever eaten with me, you know I'm fast. I'm fast, yo. It makes it challenging to find places that will take, and then you go into these places and there's like seating for a maximum of like 8 people. It's like these little skinny bars where you sit all along the line and they're usually really all full. It can be a challenge. And so we're just like, do we really want to walk in this 96-degree weather with like 75% humidity? Or do we want to just have some Italian food in the restaurant? And we're like, let's just do Italian. So we did Italian and it was so good. Let me tell you something about Japanese making Italian food. They can kill it. That ramen that we made was so good. They know their way around flour. They know exactly what they're doing and they make it so good. I had the prosciutto and melon. I had a 4-cheese pizza and then the cheesecake with the citrus compote. Last day in Kyoto, and we had a great day. So tomorrow we have the Shinkansen from Kyoto to Tokyo. And we have 3 days in Tokyo. Next time I see you, I'll be in Tokyo, God willing. Knock on wood these days.